Hey, what's up, Alex? Me, I love my military brethren, especially the ones I serve with. So I love them. I love them to death. Or as Deion Sanders say, I love them to life. And they can call me 24/7, 365. I'm answer the phone. Um, if they ever land in the state of Florida, if they give me, you know, just a good enough lead time. I mean, just give me about, 4 or 5 hours lead time that they'll be landing in the state. I'm coming to see them. That's just who I am. That's the respect and the love that I have for them. Now, I don't expect that love and respect to be reciprocated. I mean, with anybody, I don't expect to reciprocate it. That's what I do to show my appreciation for my time being in the service. Um, But it was a funny thing. I was talking to one of my battle buddies that was I served with back in Iraq in '03, and then we served again in '04 in Iraq. And we just happened to been catching up lately. And we was having conversations. And we're just talking about how everybody's doing and things like that. And then we got on the topic of, do you still talk to, you know, the people that we still talk to, the people we don't talk to. And then that's when I came to the realization that everybody that I still deal with in the military, well, I don't deal with that, I served with, something like that. It all came down to money. It all came down to, hey, Kirby, because you've done this, then you owe me, or you should give me. Now, it's one thing, love is love, and I show my appreciation by how I show my appreciation. But one thing I will never do for nobody on this green earth, nobody, is sacrifice my family's comfortability for anybody. And I mean, you know, $100 or something for gas to get to work, no problem. And Alex, I remember I told you this when we first met. I wish people would call me and ask me for, just gas money to get to work. Let me just, give me a couple dollars to get by. My life has turned into, well, it used to turn into, because of course I know the word no, but it turned into, I'm Bank of America. I'm SoFi Bank. You know, Forget going to the bank. Just go ask Kirby. And they ain't asking for, the 20 to 50 to 30, $100. It's 5, 10, 20, 25, 30, $45,000. Money they never seen in their life. But they have this assumption that just because, oh, Kirby, you make it, you should be willing to give it away. Or, oh, Kirby, you give me the money, you should believe that I'm gonna pay you back. There's a reason why you're asking me and not asking the bank, because you probably ain't paid them back and your credit score is low. And this don't just go for, my military brethren. It goes for most of the people that I dealt with in life that I no longer deal with, because they get mad at me because I won't send them $50,000 to go buy their kids cars. Just think of that. I won't send them 15, $20,000 so their kid can have Christmas. I would be the biggest hypocrite in my house if I gave you 15, $20,000 so your kid can have Christmas when my kid don't have Christmas. We don't even celebrate Christmas. We don't celebrate the holidays. And that, and then just having that conversation with, my battle buddy yesterday, that's when it came to realization, like, everybody that I don't deal with is because they had this outlandish assumption that I should do when I did more than most people families ever done for them. And that's something that I just noticed, that the more you get successful, or the more people think that you're successful, the more they figure they don't have to go do the work and try to mimic or follow the blueprint to get to where you're at. They just, oh, well, now I just have somebody to ask for money from. So, Alex, I don't know if you have any situations like that, but I just wanted to vent on that topic for a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I've had people ask me for money to pay for like schooling, whether it's college or, to get a certificate in something. I've had people ask me for money for so I could pay for their vacations. I've had I know someone that got their lips done didn't have money to do it, and then asked me when they had to pay the bill. There's people that are crazy. I mean, and it gets me how, like, what always gets me is like how someone could have the audacity to actually ask you for money for things like that. Like, if it was, if it's something small, like you say, like, there's people that have been like, I paid for, they went to get something. I went to, I go to Wendy's, they wanted to order something and they ordered like a $5 biggie bag and I'll pay for it. It's, stuff like that. Like, okay, little stuff is whatever, but they're still offering to pay for it. But for big stuff where they think, okay, let me just go to Alex because I want to go to Atlanta and have a vacation and he's gonna give me the money. Like, no. The fact that people think that they can ask others for stuff like that, or they can ask people for money for reasons like that is insane to me. And then what always makes me laugh is like they think that we would have sympathy for their situation. Like I didn't I'm you're the one trying to go on vacation or you're the one trying to celebrate Christmas. Like that's on you. That's your decision. It's not our responsibility to pay for that. You're trying to have that's a luxury, a leisure expense. That is not a necessity or anything of that sort. So, and like you said, I mean, you don't even celebrate Christmas. Why would they think that you should have sympathy for their situation? That's completely on them. I think,
Well,
yeah,
the funny thing is I know why they think that I would pay for Christmas because they don't believe in me. They can't fathom the concept of them not celebrating every holiday on the calendar.
right.
I mean, it's still people today. I even got family members. They text me these, happy holiday messages. I just block them or I just ignore them. I mean, because they just can't fathom, like, how doesn't he do it? We've did it this whole time. You've been broke this whole time too. But that's the crazy nuance of it. Is like people don't have pride. I mean, I couldn't see, and that's one rule in my family. I think that's the number one rule in my family. We will not finance other people's stupid decisions. Now we'll finance our own stupid decisions because we got to pay for them anyway. But we will not finance somebody else's stupid decisions. I mean, for the life of me, I don't understand why they think that. Oh, and this is the number one reason why it pisses me off. It pisses me off because they know me. Alex, you know me. Your family knows me. I can't sit in no function, nowhere. I don't care if I'm just sitting at the bar by myself. I can't talk longer than 15 minutes without talking about personal finance and how to, better personal finance. I just can't. So they've known me. So we've talked about this before we reached this apex. If you ask me for 15, 20, $30,000, we talked about getting your personal finances together. But so you ignored my time and the information that I gave you because you didn't reached out to me. I'm damn sure you didn't reach out to me. So you wasted my time for me telling you this. And the only thing you took from that is, well, I'm not going to do that. But now I know Kirby's doing it. So I'll just ask him for money instead. The reason why the Kirby's, the Alexes of the world, the Warren Buffetts, and all these other people have money is because they don't make stupid decisions financially. So we would be the biggest hypocrites on earth to say, all right, well, since we sit here and save and sacrifice, and we instead of going to blow our money every week, we go invest it. Now we gonna give our money to somebody who do the opposite of what we do and what we believe in. People don't have pride in themselves to actually go get it. Like I remember one guy, and I don't have the Facebooks, the TikToks, and all that other stuff. And a guy called me, and unfortunately, he was an army buddy. He called me, and then he asked for some obscene amount of money. And then my question, and Alex, you notice my question I ask for anybody is, so what did you do to get the money? What did you do to get the money? Now, I don't have social media, but of course I hear through the grapevine, they flexing on, the Facebook, Snapchats, and Instagrams and stuff. They showing off the new Jordans, the new watches, and all this. But they figure since I'm not on there, I don't know that. So hey, let's call Kirby and ask him for the money. Like, what real sense do that make? But then I asked him, I said, what are you doing to come up with the money? Are you selling all the shoes and all this stuff? If you really need it, you will sell it. Because that's what I would do. If I really need something, I'll sell everything that ain't nailed down to get what I want. Before I go say, hey Alex, man, you got $25,000 just laying around. That's the famous line right there. Just laying around, like, yeah, I just got $25,000 just sitting here, just waving at me, like, yeah, man, I'm just chilling, man. Go ahead and let me go sit with one of your friends. But that's what they say. Yo, man, you gotta just fit. Like, and they talking like it ain't no money to them. Oh man, yeah, you got like $20,000 just laying around, man. You can let me hold. Dude, you ain't never seen $20,000 in one time in your whole life. But you want me to believe that I'm gonna hand you this money and you're gonna do the right thing with it. That is insane. And I asked the guy one time, I said, have you ever seen $50,000 before? Because that's what he asked for. And he was like, no. So I was like, so you really think that I'm gonna believe I'm gonna hand you $50,000 and you're gonna do the right thing with it? And then he just went quiet. So he already had malice intent the whole time. Just like, yeah, Kirby, I can get it from Kirby. He won't even miss it. No intentions on paying it back or nothing. But that's the craziness of it. But people don't realize what they're doing. So for the audience out there that's listening, understand how crazy you sound when you reach out to family members, and you probably got the family members that's good, that's going to, hand you over money and give you whatever you want. God bless them. God bless them, because they sacrificing their life for yours. And I don't care how much money I have. I don't care how much more millions I make. I will not finance other people's stupid decision. Cannot and will not.
This like frustrates me because I've come to learn that most people do not value time and they don't value information. Like
Right.
there's been people that I know that have been like, man, Kirby didn't give you anything for your wedding. He didn't give you anything for this, for that. Like they expect like, oh, because someone has it, they should be able to just give out tons of gifts to you for these special occasions or whatever that they celebrate. And I remember someone asking me about the wedding, and that was around the same time that you showed me how to sell options. I was like, he gave me a way to create an income for the rest of my life. And it's like they were like, yeah, but that's not a gift. What? Like what? Like, come on. Like man, that just pisses me off because I'm like, the only thing I can think of is like, I always think of, and let me ask you, how long did it take you to like nail it down? Like, I got it. I'm a pro at this. Stocks and real estate.
Um, I still don't feel like I'm a pro at real estate. I mean, investing in stocks, yeah, trading the stocks, I still don't feel like I'm a pro at that.
Maybe not a pro,
Um,
but like to where you know what you're doing and you can
you're
get people.
comfortable. It took me a while. It took me a
Yeah.
while.
And that's what I'm saying.
Long
Like,
while. I,
let's just say, I don't know what, 8 years. I don't know, some
yeah, 8, 9 years.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like, and I'm not a pro by any means, but I was able to just listen to you and do that within the first year that I wanted to buy a property. And it was like, that's a shortcut. The gift there is saving time, but it's just taking the knowledge and applying it. And the fact that there's like people that you say like what you were hanging out with someone and like they won't listen to you. Like you'll speak about finance, and they just won't listen to you. They'll just prefer to just ask you for the money up front. But if they listen to you, they can, the gift there is the shortcut. It's the saving of time so that you know exactly what to do. Jump right into it. Like you don't have to go through the heartache of losing money into a deal. You don't have to go through the heartache of studying for hours and hours and hours and days and months and years on YouTube trying to find trying to understand every little step. You have someone right there that's been through it. They'll tell you what to do. They've been through the experience. They know what to avoid. Like just listen, just take it, and then the money you can make from that if you just apply it is unlimited. But they'd rather get a car for their kid. It's
Right,
just
right.
insane to me. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's funny. So I mean, for all the people that wonder if I buy Alex gifts, no, hell no, I don't. But I don't buy nobody gifts.
You let
I
me try
mean,
five
I
dollar
mean
tuna. You let
what's
me try
that?
bluefin tuna once. Okay,
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
something.
yeah. I did share
Yeah.
my bluefin tuna. I did share that. Hey, hey, you might want to write that down. Write that down. But no, it's a running joke. So like we go around. I mean, we go around. Family and friends, and then of course the topic of holidays and all this. It always comes up. I mean, today I got a function today. It's going to come up again. And then I always say they be like, "Oh, what you get your wife for her anniversary? Nothing." And then it just so happens, and I didn't do this on purpose. When I got married, I was super broke, but I got married in December. Valentine's Day is in February, right? Just happened to be my prime home buying month. Right? It just so
Yeah.
happened to be there. And then so they be like, yeah, so what did you buy your wife? Be like, nothing. I'll be like, oh yeah, I bought a house. And they were like, that's not a gift. I was like, it gives her money for the rest of her life, every month, for the rest of her life.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
that's the biggest gift ever. So she can go buy whatever the hell she want. I ain't gotta sit here and be like, oh, was she like this? Was she not? Go do whatever you want. But that's how I look at it. Like my gift is to make sure she's taken care of. I mean that was my only goal. I That was my motive operandi from the day she well, I told her she had to stay in the military and she told me I had to get out. So she told me I had to get out. I was like, well, you gotta stay in. But ever since there, my goal was okay, when she's done with the military, that's it. She can work if she wants to, but she won't have to work if she has to. But I want her to be able to do anything that she wants to do, be able to have the ability to do whatever she wants. Now, my wife, of course, Alex, my wife, she cheap like you. I ain't gonna say cheaper than you. She cheap like you. Um, so she's not gonna go spend the money, but she has the ability. If she wants to do something and she's dead set on it, she's not gonna ask the price. She's just gonna go get it. But I want her to have that ability. So, and then people look at that like, oh my God, you just bought another house and that's a gift. Yeah, that's more money. Like, oh, you wanted me to go sit in the mall and go pay overpriced for something just to say, oh, I love you.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Nah, I just give you the money and you go stand in the mall, which my wife won't do, but you can go stand in the mall and then, yeah, I love you like that. I mean, literally, and people gonna kill me for this. All right, so our anniversary date comes, and this is what I do. I get up, I cut on the light in the bedroom, cut it back off. I say, we good? She say, yeah. And then I walk out. Yeah, we we got we got utilities, baby. Should we still here? We got that's as far as I'm going as a gift right there.
Oh man,
That's
that's
it.
fun. With all that being said, guys, if you have any questions or comments, attack Kirby. Let us know. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, share, and we'll see you guys in the next one.